you doing? Day one, first in the books, training camp, your first training camp as head coach. How did things go out there for you today?
I'm doing great. It felt good to be out there kind of running the show today, but more importantly, I was just really excited for the guys to be able to start building some habits and building some togetherness and learning our defensive absolutes and our offensive absolutes. So I thought from a all-around perspective, everyone got out of the day what they needed to.
You know, you started off the practice saying make the most of your opportunity today. Do you feel as if every guy out on that court did that when they went out there today?
Oh, for sure. And I think that you could see it in their energy and their passion. On a lot of the plays today, there was an extra level of competitiveness, I thought. A lot of guys hitting the floor, teammates running over to grab them. Unfortunately, sometimes the floor is wet and a couple other guys went down. But I thought overall, like you said, they made the most of the opportunity, and it's a heck of an opportunity to start our season at Duke, one of the most historic college basketball programs in the country. And I think that they have kind of set some standards and like a high level of standards and expectations, and we want to try to do the same thing on the NBA level.
Defense was clearly a focus today. Can you just talk about the energy that the guys brought on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, we talked about we want to be really good in transition. We want to protect the paint, and we want to finish possessions at a really high level. And so I thought a lot of the drills that we put in place today were to address every area of that and to really fine-tune the techniques that we want in each of those areas too. And I thought that the guys, they brought a level of competitiveness to it, open-mindedness, because we have to be able to change some habits and change some terminology and do things a little bit differently. And then I thought, again, the level of togetherness was great.
How much was it to see Melo, Miles, Brandon all there together? Like you said, togetherness, but to see those guys run on the court at the same time, which is what fans are so looking forward to seeing.
It's special, especially coaching one of the other teams. I had to go up against them today at practice, and to see how they battled back in that one scrimmage, and kicking the ball ahead and playing some defense and being the MIG and getting some stops. I thought that we got a really good early look at what that threesome can do.
You mentioned your first official practice as a coach today. Did you feel weird? Was you excited? Like, how did you feel today going out there, your first official practice as a coach?
Well, just like the players, I wanted them to make the most of the opportunity, and I try to do the same thing and be present in the moment. I understand how special of an honor it is to have this position, and so I just wanted to make the most of it. And I thought that by being the coach of the Charlotte Hornets, it's now my responsibility to help these guys maximize their abilities. And so I thought I made the most of it by trying to coach them up and put them in the right spots and get the most out of them.
And then you mentioned defense. Why do you think as a coach that players don't play defense the way you guys as coaches want every possession, every game? Is it just a mentality? Like, why hasn't it worked sometimes as coaches to get guys to play defense the way you want to?
Well, I will just say, I think on our coaching staff and in our program, it's at the top of the list for us. And so that's why we wanted to start training camp today with our first drill being defense. Every film session we have is going to start with defense. So I've learned as I've gone through this journey as a player and an assistant coach that you end up getting good at the things that you emphasize. And so we're just going to continue to emphasize it, and eventually it's going to sink in. And a lot of it, like you said, is a mindset. And we have to be willing to just do it consistently every day.
MIG, tell me about MIG.
Most important guy. A great acronym that I learned, and I've put a little bit of a twist on it now where it's the guy on the ball. Early on I learned that it was the weak side bottom guy that's got to come over and be there as the safety valve, but now I just think the first layer, or really I guess the second layer, because transition defense is probably your first layer, is to keep the ball in front of you. And so taking that individual challenge and having individual pride to want to keep the guy in front of you.
You mentioned being here at Duke. How will this help you guys as you move forward here, you think, to kind of bond, being away from Charlotte, being away from the other environment that they would be at home normally? Yeah,
I think it's a great opportunity for us, like you said, to just be able to spend a little extra time with each other off the court. So if we did training camp in Charlotte, or as most teams do it in market, as soon as you leave the practice, you're going home and you got family, you got kids, you got soccer events or whatever it is that you do. And now we're going to go back to the hotel, and we have a little players lounge set up, and hopefully they're going to sit there and they're going to talk about practice, and we're going to have some of the film running, and it's just another opportunity for us to really experience a business trip for the first time of the year together.
Brandon, can you just talk about day one training camp? How you feeling? How did things go out there for the first day?
Great day one. A lot of energy.
new coaching staff. I feel like everybody's, slowly getting acclimated here. All about building that bond here early. Just to, have a great season this year.
Coach said at the start of the practice to make the most out of your opportunity today. What did you do to make the most out of your opportunity today?
Came in, worked hard, took coaching, always been a sponge, always soaking up the information from the guys, coaches, of course my vets, and just really to, work hard every day and get 1% better.
What was it like to be out there on that first group running with LaMelo and Miles again, and just getting that feeling?
Yeah, it feels good, just to see, of course Melo's back. It's going to be a great season for him. I'm really excited for everybody's season. We got some good rookies coming in. Like some great vets that we brought in. So it's going to be a great season.
For you, what is it to take that next step after a tremendous rookie campaign where you kind of set the bar high for yourself?
I think this year just leading vocally. Just being a young leader. I know my teammates trust me. I'm here for them, whatever they need. To push them every day, and then everybody having their trust in me. I think that's important to us to go on in this long 82-game season.
Brandon, what did you notice? Was there an emphasis on defense? I know Charles Lee's talked about it, and did you notice that right away?
Of course, Mig, most important guy. If you feel like if you're the most important guy, everybody's gonna have your help. I think one thing we really focus on today is of course the defense, and I think it's gonna perfect throughout the season.
Tell me about that. Most important guy. Explain what that means.
Most important guy.
Is this? I mean, what is that? What is
Boss
that?
man,
Like,
it mean most important guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. That's what it means. Most important guy.
Is that like a designation of someone on the floor in certain circumstances, or is
Whoever's guarding the ball, most important guy.
Okay.
Mel, can you just take us through the first day of training camp? How did things go out there? Getting a nice sweat going.
Yeah, first day, pretty much what you said. Got a nice sweat going, going over everything, so it was a good day.
Coach started off by saying make the most of your opportunity today. What did you want to do to make the most of your opportunity today?
Yeah, just be out there and try my hardest.
For you, defense is something that Coach said he wants you to really step up this year. Did you
Right.
kind of feel that in the first practice? There was definitely.
we went over a lot of defense today, so definitely implying that.
How much do you kind of accept that challenge and are kind of welcoming that challenge to step up defensively?
Yeah, definitely accept it.
What's it like now getting this thing going for you guys? First practice, a little excitement for you guys right now to get this thing going or what?
Yeah, for sure. Feel like first day back at school or whatever you used to do. So, yeah, first day back.
How's coach for you guys? How much difference do you compare to what you've had previously? Not trying to compare coaches.
Right,
but how much difference?
every man was their own man, and they all great coaches.
Mel, did you notice an emphasis out there on defense?
Yeah, like I said, we went over a lot of defense today, so definitely.
Is that more than you normally do, a typical practice? For
Just first day back, I mean, I got to see them days, so, and then I'll let you know.
We've seen the energy hype all summer long, but that practice out there today, you could tell that the energy was there. How
Yeah,
much
it's a real practice, so it's not really summer, so it's obviously a difference.
there a theme or some type of mindset the coach is trying to implement on you guys that wants to continue throughout camp here?
Or just lock in, compete and togetherness.
Injuries have obviously been an issue over the last couple of years. How does it feel to be out there and build that camaraderie and chemistry again with Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges in particular?
Yeah, whenever you're doing something you love, especially with brothers and stuff, it's just amazing.
Does it feel like just when you last played with them, or is it something?
Yeah, basketball always felt the same when I was a kid. That's why I love it so much. It ain't never changed.
do you feel you guys have the pieces here to be a really good team this year, all the players and lines to be a good team that you want to beat?
Yeah, for sure.
Why is that, do you think? Like what?
I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, the way they look, they talk, run, jump, shoot. I mean, we got everything. We just got to, like I said, compete. Got to compete every night.
Early thoughts on Tijon? How you see him?
Yeah, I like Tijon. I mean, he compete a lot. He played real hard, so can't complain at that.